my beautiful stars, reading time. We actually have a very beautiful reading today. So one of you beautiful angels, actually, I should say friend, although I love you all, you're all my stars, but this beautiful woman I've actually become very close with over the past couple years, and she's probably one of the most loving, just very caring people I've ever come across. She has such a genuine soul, and she's truly such a magical being. And she's just created two beautiful decks, the Divine Feminine deck and the Divine Masculine deck. So this is them here, and it's called From Fear to Love, The Road to Divine Self Feminine Edition, and then the same title but masculine edition. Now, these aren't just shadow work cards. They, yes, bring up what we're facing right now, but just the healing messages that she has put towards them. Again, you can just see her loving soul, and she genuinely cares. She genuinely cares about people and what they're going through. So these are her two decks. So we're going to do a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine check-in today. Now, you can find her on TikTok, Love Light, one word, _86, and her Etsy stories, Love Light 86 with no underscore, and then her website, grab a pen, she's a beautiful Polish woman, iwonalluczYk.com. So I don't want to bend the card. Actually, I think that would be back to front anyway, because I use my front camera. But just, yeah, if you're wanting to grab these decks, just maybe go back to the start and write it down as I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm really excited to use these and get into this reading. So, and I find this so original and beautiful. She's actually got, for the Divine Feminine, she's got different images of herself throughout the cards, which I think is so original and beautiful. She's just magical. She's a true witchy poo at heart. So we'll do Divine Feminine, what you're facing, Divine Masculine, what you were facing, and then we'll break it down kind of like a you versus them. All right, so let's start with you beautiful Divine Feminines. And if this Divine Feminine Masculine collective doesn't align with you, I'll have another one up on YouTube later. Okay. Whew. Let's get into it. I'm excited to use these. Okay, beautiful Divine Feminines. Oh, they're being fussy. That was rejection trauma that was trying to come out. Being very selective. There we go. All right, we've got 3. All right. So worthiness trauma, womb worship, love that. Your sacral might need a little bit of purging right now. And be authentic, be seen. Okay, I'm going to have to read these up close because I don't have my glasses on. So this card says healing. Worthiness wound is not healed through finding people who deem us worthy or achieving any external gain or goal, but by understanding that our worthiness is not dependent on anything external or physical. Oh, beautiful. Release who you were told to be and what you were told you must do to become worthy. Very true, wise words. It is your birthright to walk this earth to experience love, peace, abundance, and fulfillment. And I say this all the time. We are all born with an abundant timeline, all of us, but it's through going through the shackles that hold us back in life, that really align us to that timeline. We all have the potential to receive and achieve this. Find the root cause of this wound within you. Is it social conditioning, belief system, society's expectation we build from 3 or 4 years old that block us from our abundant timeline? Is it cultural conditioning, family conditioning, or perhaps unhealed past trauma? Who told you you weren't good enough? So for the feminines, maybe it's time to really reflect on where this really stems from within you. And this family conditioning is sticking out really loud and proud with this card. And unfortunately, I always say, whoever really activates in this world, you are normally the generational curse breaker. And what your parents have unfortunately sometimes on you is the same that their parents imprinted on them. And again, it just continues on and on and on. Family conditioning can be a hard one. I always say certain traditions can sometimes be an accumulation of bad habits. And it's funny because I do think family conditioning, it really does affect our sacral as well. So to have the womb worship here, beautiful. Your womb is a sacred portal to the spirit realm. She is the home of the Divine Mother, the I'm going to say Kundalini, but Kundalini. She holds the knowledge and memories of all of your ancestors. She is the sacred center of creation and the gatekeeper of our lineage. She deserves to be nurtured, cherished, and worshipped. Very true. I always say people don't understand the power of our sacral energy, and this is why we should be very selective of who we have energy exchanges with. Remember, you are a goddess, a god. That should be really kept sacred. And I find this is why a lot of divines, you really do choose a path of celibacy and sacredness, because you start to understand the power of your womb. It really does hold our magic. And more than anything protected, as the divine feminine, you must build a deep, unique relationship with your womb. She is the center of your true power. Connect to her, explore her magic, respect her cycles, and allow yourself to be guided by her. These are written so beautifully. Consider practices like gentle womb massage, stemming to deserve and rejuvenate her regularly. And then your last one, be authentic, be seen. I always say, until you step into your divine blueprint, there is no one made like you. You're one of a kind. Your authenticity is needed for this world. You should always be proud of who you are, and you should never try and fit into the mold. True divines, you're here to break the mold. We all have our unique frequency, and this frequency is constantly and effortlessly pulling us towards alignment. Our soulmates, destined opportunities, abundance, and our highest timeline. Sometimes, however, this frequency can be silenced by low vibration of our limiting beliefs and fears, shadows, or social conditioning. Remove those obstacles and let yourself be seen. Show the world the real you and your gifts, truth, your dreams, your true essence, unapologetically. Oh, it just says unapologetically, with no fear or judgment. Through this frequency, you speak to the universe. Don't let your own greatness intimidate you. You did not come here to play small. You came here to shine bright. I love that. So our feminines, I think you are in deep reflection right now of maybe some of the reasons you long or crave or hold on to things that may seem unattainable right now. I think, the right collective. You are clearly starting to really understand the sacredness of your womb, and maybe you have already started to put quite a bit of energy into this of recent. I actually think with this card and this, there is something about this collective. You really are starting to truly stand in your authentic power. Not just say it, but you're truly starting to, if you're starting to understand your magic and your sacredness and the power of you, I actually believe this collective, your authenticity is shining so bright right now. But maybe you have a little bit of fear, especially with worthiness here, if you're doing the right thing, or will you be judged, or especially if you've chosen to be online. Let's be real, there's always opinions. I always say there's not one person in this world that is loved by all, and I think if you choose to be online, do I think that people, it's a free-for-all to have judgment? No, but unfortunately with that choice, like, look at the world, look at the opinions. We're run by opinion and judgment. So just remember, your line to source is what matters. Your true self is what matters. But I think this collective, you've got some big changes and some form of release coming over you right now, which is very beautiful. All right. And just one more thing, maybe a lot of family things are resurfacing in you. Maybe you're starting to, maybe not so much nostalgia, but let it be in the physical. You're having a few cracks with your family, or there's certain things in your family dynamic that's really resurfacing things from that womb space. And to really clear that out, we do need to face a lot of things as well when it does come to our trauma in life. So this is very nice. All right, let's see your aligning masculine energy, what they are facing. Okay. I actually love this. She's got, we split it on the mask being puppeted, but the wolf underneath. She's got different images on her cards. There must be a reason for it. I've got to read the little booklet. Like, there must be sections of different, let's say, healing, masculine, like there must be different. Because I've noticed here, sorry, it's the first time I'm using them, healing, and then we've got divine feminine, and they're different pictures, so they must be categorized. All right, masculines. And if you are a true divine pairing, you should see yourself in both collectives, maybe not the whole lot of each collective, but as I read the masculine, I'm going to read it as if I was reading feminines, okay? Like, to you. Okay, so first card, growth, raise the bar. Oh. That wanted to come out. It said, who is divine masculine? Oh, wow. So I've got number 38, number 13. This says, I am the problem. Dark shadows. That's heavy. I haven't read that blurb. It's making intuitively for the masculines. We've got raise the bar and I am the problem. I think there's deep reflection going on. If the masculines are being called to really raise their standards in life and really start aligning to the right things, and they're reflecting that maybe they are creating some of the issues in their life with their decisions and their actions. Literally seeing a mirror in my face right now. I think this person's having to kind of really readjust things in their life and standards. Detox time. Wow. developing mindfulness. I think masculines, you're going through a purge right now of the old. Number 55 and 56. Lifting the veil, lifting the veil. Just side note, detox it doesn't just have to be substances or consumption of things, but especially if you're raising the bar and raising your standards with the people you allow into your life or the decisions you're making. I'm seeing that spiritual detox. I think you're going through a very deep cleanse of what once was, and developing mindfulness here. It just really aligns with this. I think our masculines, maybe for a long time, unfortunately, and it's very easy to do this, a lot of people that haven't activated through self-awareness, self-development, spiritual awakening, we tend to sometimes really struggle to take accountability for the destruction in our life, and we can tend to blame, even if we're aligning with situations that are always ending frictional, overwhelming, or we keep giving people the benefit of the doubt and they keep hurting us, they keep running us down, they keep running our energy down. It's very easy to say, well, you're like this, you're like that, but why do you keep allowing it in your life? That's your choice. That's your choice to align with people that break you. That's your choice to align with people that make you, unfortunately, hold lower standards in life. So I just think, masculines, you're starting to see through your decisions. You're starting to be more mindful about how you approach certain decisions and actions in your life. You might even be starting to be more mindful about the issues, the problems you embody. I won't read these all, but this one I'm going to read. And healing journey begins when we start taking accountability for our actions. It's funny because I just had that deviation, and our reactions to the external world. Understand that it is only through deep self-reflection that we can grow and change. And I always say true healing just starts with self-awareness, beautiful, but then it starts with seeing how our actions keep our life on repeat. Once we start to really understand about cycles, and if we don't start changing our projection, the way we relay our energy to others through action, whatever it is, doesn't matter if it's, yes, you might get a new job, yes, you might find a new friendship, yes, you might find a new lover, yes, but it's always going to end up the same. Because what energy you put out, you'll constantly call in as a reflection. But the sad thing is, those lessons get harder and harder and harder to finally break us. Everyone should understand how their actions repeat cycles in their life. The ultimate law of attraction states that we attract what we are as a vibration. That's kind of what I just described. This woman's magical. Not what we want or deserve, and most definitely not what we lack. The universe supports us unconditionally, and vibration is the only language the universe understands. I say this all the time. If you pulled this card, it means it is time to take accountability. Start from asking yourself what within you attracts the people and situations that aren't in alignment with your highest good. Truth. Which is good, because masculine, you are doing this now and you're deciding, I'm going to raise the bar. I want to change my life. You're finally taking your life, like taking the bull by the horns. Beautiful. I want to read Detox Time. Detoxing is essential to clear out physical, mental, and spiritual clutter that can weigh us down. You are being called to take a deep detox on a physical level, removing toxins through fasting. Funny, I'm in the middle of a fast myself. Or dietary changes gives our body a chance to reset spiritually. Detoxing, like practicing celibacy or stepping away from harmful substances or influences, can help you reconnect with your inner self on a higher purpose. Sometimes we need to remove certain things entirely. Truth. Where are we up to? Almost drastically, to break old patterns, heal deeply, and create. I just keep hearing with this. I think for a long time, masculines, you've always been behind your tower. You'll get red flags. You'll get intuition. If you are a true divine being, you are highly connected. You may not practice. You may not practice your clairvoyance or that seer energy within. But you are powerful, so you would know when things aren't right. You would know when things feel off. You would have such a powerful, deep instinct. But I say this for my feminines all the time. You will get flag after flag, example after example, because you are a protected being and they want you to be in control of this, to remove these things that make you unsettled. But I think this masculine collective, even with the deep instinct, the intuition about people, you would just ignore it for comfort. You would ignore it for safety. You could find yourself to be a little bit change resistant. And I think you've had a few lessons in life of that tower catching up to you and a lot of things being removed. But now you're starting to realize you're in control of this. So I feel for the first time in your life, instead of waiting for that tower to appear subconsciously, you are making the changes before the tower approaches, which means you really are taking a hold of yourself and your path, and you're wanting better. I always say it's very hard, especially when we're change resistant, to just step into the unknown and remove things that may feel like comfort, even though they're showing us this isn't comfort, this is making a trauma worse. But when things become a habit, things become a safety net. We fail to see how we destroy our soul bit by bit, day by day, with the wrong alignments in our life. I always say it's kind of that Eight of Cups energy. That Eight of Cups energy is painful. We choose to walk away from a cup we don't want to walk away from, but we know that one cup is keeping our other cups off balance. We know that needs to be depleted. We know it needs to be refilled in the right way, and we choose to leave it behind and walk towards that beautiful moonlight, that divine feminine moonbeam, and create change. This is really beautiful. All right, let's get into it. Again, lovelight_86 at TikTok, Etsy, lovelight_86. Magic. Okay. Hold on a sec. I'm just going to put these away nicely, and we will. Oh, it'll be not even a millisecond for you guys. Alright, so I normally go all feminine, all masculine. I'm just going to jump in between with both decks for this. Alright, feminines, main focus. This makes sense with your first three cards, this denial and cycles. There is definitely something with womb energy resurfacing in you. Remember, you're questioning your worthiness trauma, which means of course you would be questioning denial. You're going over certain cycles that you have faced in life, just like the masculines, but definitely cycles to do with this person as well. I don't think you're in denial. You're going through a purge. You're clearing the slate of an energy that does not serve you, and this is why you would be not just have emotion with this person, but having things resurface with family right now, childhood friends. I always say, when the universe is trying to show us a lesson, your brain may think it's because of this person, but they're trying to show us in the physical it's so much greater. So again, you would be getting these lessons of cycles with people you've experienced cycles with, and of course family and friends would be that. But again, I don't think you're in denial. And I don't think you should be questioning your worthiness. It's time to step into your power and have better self-talk right now. You've got divinely protected. So you do feel you are. I'm tongue-tied. You do feel like you are very protected right now. Maybe you're really strengthening your bond to spirit, to your higher self. Maybe you're showing more gratitude. Maybe you're spending more time out in nature. And if you're not, and you've had intuition to do it, do it. Now, these two here, I think you think this is where your denial comes from, but it's not. You're questioning your worthiness in life. That's hard. But I said this the other day. This journey is not meant to be easy. It's literally soul destroying. It's to rebuild. It's to reparent yourself. It's to relearn life. It's not meant to be quick. And I find a lot of the time, because again, like one of those cards said, what society deems to be the worthiness card. Who cares what society deems to be acceptable for time away from someone? You're a divine. It's not a normal connection. Once you have acceptance that your physical union does not make this journey valid. It's not that when they come into union, yep, I'm the divine. That's not what makes this valid. It's everything that you've been through that makes your journey valid. Stepping into your authentic blueprint, that other card, your divine activation, your connection to the true world around you, to up above, the universe, creator, God, whoever. What makes your journey valid is your divine being. True divines, you're here with a divine mission. You're helping humanity. You're changing this condemnment. That's what makes your journey valid. Finding you and helping the world around you. Just being the best version of yourself that you can. As soon as you can accept that, and accept, union or not, I know who I am. I know my power. I know my greatness. This denial will fade away. You are worthy. You are chosen. You are changing the world around you, even if it's one soul at a time. The quicker you guys can really understand this is a topping. This isn't the be all and end all to the divine journey. Just makes it a lot easier. That's what creates acceptance. You connected to a love that reflected the things you needed to change. You connected to a love that burnt you to a crisp so you could rise from the ashes. You connected to a love that transformed your life. Is that not blessing, miracle enough? Why do you need a union to make this journey valid for you? Look at yourself. You're a star. That will help with your worthiness. That'll help with your womb space. And that will help with your authenticity. Watch from the beginning. Yes, you miss them. You'll always miss them. Accept the longing. Accept the craving. Doesn't make you crazy. Again, you were lucky enough to align to a love that transformed your life. They're a blessing. And with all the craving, longing, missing, look at all the own action for yourself you've put into yourself and your life since then. That magic, that's what true divine love does. I always say, yes, they amplify your triggers and your shadow to the utmost, but a true divine amplifies your greatness, amplifies that stardust within. They make you find that hidden goddess, God, gem, diamond within. Through the pain, and it's funny, I say this all the time, without darkness you do not find your light. It's like the yin and yang, the shadow and light. Yes, masculine, feminine, but it's how everything has a balance. The moon would not be there without the sun. We would not have Although some countries don't have nighttime, do they? But everything has an equal, everything has a balance. As above, so below. Without the pain, you wouldn't be who you are today. So thank them. Every time this comes over you, you need to tell yourself, this is the belief system 85% of the population stuck in, that I'm breaking free from. Be in control of this. You're not in denial over anything. But you need to believe that. So retrain your brain every time this comes over you. You are a child of the divine. We all are. Cycles. Beautiful. So with each cycle, you've activated more, and more. And you're probably going through a very powerful activation now. Pretty sure we've got 5 planets in retrograde. We've got our Lion's Gate. This month is a powerful month. A lot of you guys will be feeling different. You're purging. I always say you don't just have one activation. You have multiple. I always say 7 ascensions, next 7 ascensions. So right now you are going through some form of transition in your soul, and your womb space is calling you right now. Denial. You're so blocked belief system, hot and cold with it. Relieve it. You have moments of belief, then you have moments of... I always say this, and I'm a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. As readers, we embody your energy. We're not here to tell you how to feel. We're here to confirm it. So everything I've said, the right collective, you know, you have felt it. You've said it to yourself, maybe in different words. But everything I'm saying, it should just run through your veins. It should align with your soul if it's your collective. You know this denial, silly. So let's get rid of it, especially through this activation. Let's purge that one out. Divinely protected. Got stumped there. Cleansing fear. I normally see that as a removal. Hold on. Or maybe you think your divine team is cleansing and clearing a lot of unwanted energy around you right now. Hold on, one more. You could have as well, and I very barely see this, but you could have actually cleansed out your home of recent. Like, I'm literally seeing those Palo Santos and the crystals. You would have done a nice sage Palo Santo clearing. I'm seeing dried rosemary and lavender smudge in my mind. Oh, the energy. So you do feel they've been doing clearing of negative energy, karmic energy highs, not karmic attachments, energy, highs, lows, and turbulence. So maybe you've been praying or asking them to help you clear certain energy right now. Nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. These attachments. 3, 2, 1, action. Don't think about it. We had that deviation. It causes, you don't need to know your time. Them coming back does not make your journey valid. Just remember that. Release it. Accept it. Release it. Because it just puts static in your mind. That's guaranteed. For the right collective, that is what activates your denial. Am I crazy? Am I this? Am I that? Am I in? Just missing you. Mirroring. I think this says talking to the moon too. Maybe you had a little moment talking to the moon and feeling them through the moon, thinking, are you talking to the same moon as I'm talking to? But maybe you question if they miss you like you miss them through this separation. It's okay. Like I said before, pain is what grows us. Pain is what makes us find our light to walk the in-between. You can't have light without darkness, and vice versa. This journey is to find the in-between between both. This is why I say it's not about always pretending I'm love and light and I'm this, I'm that. It's just rubbish. It's not true healing. You need pain. And that's why I say we forever will be healing. It's not just going to mysteriously be kumbaya one day. It's not what this journey's for. It's to make you understand emotion. Embrace it. Treat all emotion as equal. Learn from all emotion. Life doesn't get easier. We get better. Remember that. Okay. I just want to quickly get your main emotion card. And then we'll do masculine. So your impulse is being tested right now. Don't make any decisions from, I'm going back to your first three cards, the worthiness, trauma, the womb space, and the authenticity. You had a deviation, especially if you are online, about negativity. And so just if you're not facing impulsiveness or temptation with other people to maybe send a message or something, this could be coming over you. It says acting without thinking, hasty. Adventurous is good. Maybe you do need to be a bit impulsive and have some spontaneity or adventure in your life. That's good. But as for making hasty decisions or reacting without thinking, not so much. I like this, spare of the moment. I think daredevil. I think everyone needs a little bit of fun and excitement in our life. Like if it's just doing an activity or something that, but wanting to take rapid action. Again, if it's for something a little bit fun and adventurous, yes. If it's to react, if it's to impulsively send a message, no. Okay. Redirect the impulse into the right avenue. Excited, I love that. That's good. Eager, enthusiastic, keen, fired up, butterflies, can't wait. I actually feel this collective, maybe because everything I say is for reason, maybe you have just decided to do something really left field from you. Let it be bungee jumping or skydiving or even going up in a hot air balloon. I know that's a bit more but if you're scared of heights or something, if it's something that you have fear over and that you're doing, I think that's very good to break free from your comfort zone. Maybe you have just made a random decision off impulse, but I think it's for the right thing. Probably lead your excitement. Might lead to a little bit of nervousness, but that's all right. Okay, you're wanting to move on right now. Good. Moving on from the attachment of result. Good. Focused on other things. Distracted, unaffected, detached, not interested. If that's what you're sitting in, beautiful. Because again, you're wanting to break free from that denial. It's hot and cold. I think this comes in on and off, on and off. But again, just accept your journey. Accept it. Hold on to what is meant to be will never pass you by. Relieve the expectation of union. Surrender your path to it's your higher self's plan, really, but the Creator's plan. When you truly surrender to that, the attachment of result, stop trying to force the river, let it flow. It's when everything starts to fall into place. You're surrendering yourself to our Creator. You're trusting in their plan. This is very nice. Okay. I'm going to get masculine, same two decks. I'm just going to cleanse these out quickly and then we're going to get into masculine. All right, masculines. Like I said at the start, I'm just going to speak as if I'm speaking to masculine collective, okay? Because, again, as I said at the start, you should find yourself in a bit of both energies, because again, our internal yin and yang, light and shadow. All right, masculines. And actually, at the end, write in the comments which aligned to you both, or if you felt quite equal in both energies. I'm intrigued to know. Okay, so they got karmic energy as well. So their own shadow, focusing on this separation, and courage. Funny, lines up with their first part. The detox, raising the bar, finally getting into mindfulness. What was the other one? Anyway, like I said, I think you masculines are definitely starting to realize how your behavior creates turbulence in your life. You're starting to have the courage to make change and step outside of your comfort zone, start making better decisions for yourself, which is very beautiful. And of course, it's probably making you reflect on your separation with your person, or even separating from the things that you have become so accustomed to. But whatever the case, whatever pain and uncertainty you're facing in your heart, you're not ignoring the flags anymore. You're doing something about it, which is very beautiful. And you should be proud of that lion strength. And this says bravery, and it is. It takes bravery to walk away from comfort, especially if this has been a lot of permanent things in your life. Don't be hard on yourself. Be proud of yourself. Clearly a strong person if you've had some form of divine activation. Remember that. But your persistence and your determination will be tested right now. First step is the change, but then the hard part comes, and not taking 10 steps back and realigning with the things that you know were weighing you down. But you are going through a lot of your own shadow right now. Again, I definitely recommend watching from the start. This is lining up with your cards. That was home that wanted to fall out, so maybe you've got some issues with your home life, just like the feminines do. You've got very similar cards. You are hot and cold right now. Again, it's not easy what you're going through. Coming into mindfulness, self-awareness, changing certain things in our life, it's hard. It will be hot and cold. It's not meant to be easy, and that's why you've got this lion strength behind you. Nothing good in our life comes easy. It takes hard work. It takes determination, mental discipline, willpower. Just remember that. It's not meant to be easy. Oh my God, you're literally mirroring your feminine. The only one card your feminine doesn't have is this lion. And what's even more beautiful, feminines, your last card was missing you, and then you got the mirroring, and then and I said for the feminines, you probably look into the moon asking, are they staring back at the same moon thinking of me? It's masculine's last card. You guys clearly are mirroring that. It's nice. Divine plan. It all comes together when it's meant to. Through all the energy clearing, you're starting to recognize what matters in your life. I'm not going to take this down to unconditionally loving one, but it's yourself. That's your theme, masculines. You're making change because you're starting to see yourself. And it's funny because the feminines are going through worthiness trauma. Masculines, you would be too, because for your whole life you've unfortunately created an environment around you without you even knowing, because of worthiness issues. I always say, when we don't see ourselves, properly, it shows with the people we allow in, because that's how we see ourselves, believe it or not. So if you've always got people that, I don't want to get, you're starting to see yourself. So those energies that disappoint you, let you down, reflect certain same things of your qualities, you're starting to see through it, because you don't want to be like that anymore. I'm not seeing this as you unconditionally loving someone else. It's your unconditional love you're finding for yourself, which is making you clear things. And the feminines, you're finally starting to see your reflection. That's why it's easier into acceptance. And that's why you have that moved on, this, that kind of energy, because you're starting to see your reflection properly. And I always say, masculines, you don't see your person properly, believe it or not, till they start seeing themselves properly. So if this urge has just come over you and this craving for them, feminines are finally learning a very valuable lesson right now, where for so long they loved you more than they loved themselves. I love that. So what is your person? Remember I said now you're thinking of your person and separation, but I also then said the things you're separating from your life, but you did get them. So now you're starting to realize they were always the right person, but maybe it just wasn't the right time. You're starting to remember where masculines, you get very veiled. It's not that you don't think about them, but that sense of urgent, they're literally normally the one that got away. I'll close that one out. You're starting to remember. It's nice. Wow. I'm sticking to what I said, because I think you're a little bit surface level like your feminines right now. That first deviation about the courage to make change and the determination, persistence, and nothing comes easy, right? You do, through what you're going through, you're really starting to reflect on the past, just like the feminines are reflecting on the past, their womb space right now. Cycles you, but you, even though this says you want to rekindle and you're going through nostalgia and memories, yes, you want to have courage towards this, but what you're going through, it's opening up old wounds for you that you need to clear. There is no way you guys are going through these changes without feeling pain, which means you've had certain scars from your past reopen. That's creating this courage to be mindful, to detox, to set the bar higher for your life, realizing you're the problem. That was that card at the start. I don't mean you're the problem, but it was just that card specified, I'm the problem. So you might surface level just be craving your person right now, but just like I said for the feminines, the universe doesn't just, it's not just this one person. They show you in the physical why this is igniting. Masculines, you were getting lessons from your past, maybe even childhood, like the feminines. It's creating so much courage in you right now and bravery. I think masculines, you're going through some sorrow, but you need to, I'm going to say it, remember your strength, be proud of yourself. Hot and cold. The abandonment, and because you're starting to realize you're the problem, that card at the start, and you're being mindful, you would be experiencing abandonment yourself right now, which is making you reflect on maybe how you abandon people in your life, but because of your trauma, because you'll remember, masculines, you're not just becoming self-aware, you're starting to realize your cycles in life through your decisions, through your karmic decisions, through the energy you put out in the world, how that creates your turbulence. So you could still as well be, especially when it comes to, let's say, return, or even making change. Abandonment trauma is really scary, and that's why a lot of people that have abandonment trauma, they're very change resistant. They get very anxious with change because once they feel, even if it's toxic, abruptive, whatever it is, they feel like they're in comfort. They don't want anything to change. And of course, the decisions you're making in your life right now, when that fear comes in, it's your abandonment. Be stronger than you're stronger than your trauma, because the right masculines, you know, these decisions need to be made. When it comes to your person, I think one thing that maybe stops your bravery right now, you think, is the way that you unfortunately could have really hurt your person, or divine separations create a lot of trauma in the heart. It kind of has to be done. But you might think you have control of this situation here. You'll know when you're ready, because it's when that will goes being. You just have this courage. There'll be nothing stopping you. If you have fear and you're stopping right now, it's for a reason. You're not ready. Your feminine's not ready. So you will know. That urgency will come over you when your veil comes off and your feminine's veil comes off. I always say it's your bing time. Don't force something, because it means it's not time. It'll just in turn be a lesson. You clearly don't want a lesson here, again, not with what you're going through. So put all that energy into making the right decisions and aligning yourself with the right life. Truly believe these things. Believe. Don't question. If you're true divines, it doesn't matter how much time there is away. You'll always find your way back to one another. And I said that for the feminines. They need to truly believe in what is meant for me will not pass me by. So do you, masculines. Oh my God, you got it. Stop it. Oh my God, magic. That moon, I explained it before. Feminines, you got this, and I was saying, you want to talk to the moon, da, 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 da. Watch the whole thing. You masculines, you got it. That is where you guys find each other, underneath the moon and stars. That is beautiful. Yes, you're both missing each other. We know that, but... And you're both going through family things. We've said that. Maybe you guys were going to start a family too, or could have been a few family issues here for both of you. But that is magic. That is magic. Like I said, you'll know when, because you'll just want to lock in. There won't be fear. Right now, there's still fear in you. Like you guys, one day you just wake up and nothing will stop you guys. Just believe that moment will come. And sometimes as well, you guys come back into realignment from a very serendipitous moment. You just bump into each other, like, after years. Okay, let's get your emotion right now. You're curious. You're waiting. Moody. Okay. You would be a bit temperamental. This waiting, a part of me thinks you masculines maybe aren't the proud. If you're going through a lot of change and ignition, maybe you think as well that's just not the right time with what you're going through. Trust what you're feeling. But you are moody. You're agitated. You're intolerant. You're temperamental. I don't want to say you're sulking, because for the first time you're not playing victim. You're understanding your decisions, and that can be sometimes hard to face. But you're going through ups and downs. You're definitely unsettled right now. But you are intrigued, you're investigating, watching, you're trying to find out more information, you're snooping. Don't spy, it's sending the evil eye. This says spying. To whoever it is, waiting. You are waiting for change, waiting for you. Maybe that's your person, hoping for contact. I will tell you this right now, masculines. if you have struggled your whole life to really stand in that divine masculine protective provider alpha role, you should not be craving a message from your feminine, especially if that was the dynamic in the past. They really took on the dominance and that was something that affected you. You need to find your strength. And if you were the one that unfortunately did abandon your person and did whatever you did, this broken energy, you're not wanting to really face things, and right now you're going through really wanting to face the things that you have done and the decisions that you've made. So just maybe that needs a little bit of a different outlook. You're holding back, you're trying to be patient, you're waiting for the right time. These are good, these things around here good, but if you are waiting for this person to contact you, I think you might be waiting a while. I want one more for you guys. Oh, look at that bravery at the. Oh, I love this. You got that twice. I can do it. I will do it. I will put my fists aside. Courage, ready. I need to face up to it. I love that. That's your last. That's all you. Double confirmation. Remember, you are a lion. You're unstoppable. Okay. I just want to see the universe's perspective on your divine journey together. So now I'm going to speak of you guys as your together energy, and we'll see what's watching over you angel wise. How are you seeing this beautiful pairing? How are they progressing right now? The only card that's up is Mask. Well, we know that. You both are, okay, you're fighting your shadows right now. Both of you, you're going through a layer, you're going through an activation. This card specifies here resourceful, disciplined, tenacious, goal-orientated, realistic, workhorse, consistent. So this depicts that. I just think you both have got different focuses right now for a reason, but you're both craving each other so much, but you're masking your emotion for one another, both of you. You both have an internal hurricane, but you're both not showing your hand of cards. That's okay. This is the universe's perspective. Can I just say, for you guys to be so focused on creating change for your life, that's a very good thing. I've got to see what's with these though. Yeah, look at that, the dog. You have a loyalty to one another still. Your souls are intertwined, faithful, companion, dependable. Just trust. 18th of the 10th, 18th of October, 14th of October, or 14 as an individual number. Oh, you're both alchemizing. And you got 10 again, 10. Blend, brew, alchemy, breaking things down, making new things happen. This is about potions and spell work. I always say true divines, you're magical. You got purple all the way through you. You're divine beings. Wouldn't surprise me. There's magic being created around you both. Okay, so there is a sudden, I think you're both going, I think it's an emotional ignition right now. Raw energy. There could be a sudden change coming with you guys soon to create action. But you guys both need self assurance here. Desire. Don't act on impulse. Hold on, I want one more for that. 10th of the 6th. Problem solver. When things are working against you, but persistence pays off, new things are on the horizon, determination, making dreams become a reality. I think you guys have clearly gone through your destruction externally, but I do think you're both still going through very pivotal internal transformation. Otherwise, if you weren't, this wouldn't still be on hold. So believe. Whatever you're going through internally, it's making your dreams become a reality. 8th of June or the 6th of August could be important dates. All right. Oh, I knew, when I see that, I always say shadow, but you got the lion underneath this. And it's funny, devil cards 15. You just got 15:15. You could be seeing 15:15 or 15:51. If your clock's on 24 hours, you could be watching this at 15:51. But so through this discipline, this result, these goals, all of that stuff we explained, becoming majestic, both of you, self-esteem, which you're both getting through, love that, overcoming difficulties, fair, just, devoted, your heart centering. We love that. All right, what's this mask? Maybe it's more the masculines that are a little bit masked. I do think the feminines, you're still masked as well. I want one more for that. It's the masculine energy, they're saying. Double confirmation of masculine, divine masculine, sun energy. That's the first word is yes, exclamation point, literally. Okay, so the masculines, you guys have some things that maybe you're not the proudest that you're covering up still. That's okay. That's okay. It'll come out when you're ready. But yes, energy, power, climax. A bit of your pride might be getting in the way at the moment, but you are radiating. Success is on the way for you, divine masculines. Victory, happiness, and warmth. And I think you cover this as well. Like the warmth and the devotion you have for your person. If you wanted to come out, perfect. So this faithful this energy, it will stabilize, even through how much you both have endured. You always find your way back to one another in some way or form. Perseverance, willpower. This will be long lasting. And security. Let's get one more for that. Soul contract. That's why you always find yourselves back to one another. Agreement, pact, cycle, soul contract, partnership, trust, commitment, circular, continuing on, promise, bond. Let's be real, there probably has been a lack of closure. Most divines, again, it's kind of a traumatic separation. Brew, what are you alchemizing? Oh, Mother Gaia. Did you see that wanting to come out? Balancing your inner and outer worlds. We love that. Oh. Whoa. And then that split on the key's good. You could have just found a key. You've got the rider, the message. I wasn't feeling communication coming too soon. This could be brewing in the background. Messenger, movement, a message, news, delivery, green light, full speed ahead. Maybe, I wasn't feeling that. 10th, 19th of the 10th. October could be a big bump here. Or 1st of the 9th, 9th of the 1st. Oh my gosh, you got the steady movement forward through this making dreams a reality. Steady movement forward, on the way, going the distance, a direct route. I think I can't. Why do I always see Thomas the Tank Engine? Is that what he does? I think I can. Is that him in that? Is it Thomas the Tank Engine? On track, focal point. This is good. One more. I'm surprised the swan or the... the 20 card didn't come out. If there's going to be movement, there should be like a balanced energy card. Another one. Letter. Things are fluid. Writing, communication, email, notes, records, making contact. I'm really surprised. I want one more. Very nice energy, but anyway. I wasn't thinking that. I think there's stress about it right now. Perfect time. Whatever's coming will be perfect time. We've got the mice here. There's a lot of fear around this. Nagging emotion. Perfect time. Culmination of effort. Whatever this is, it's unstoppable. So let it be I might have to get tarot. whatever it is, it's clearly something destined. I still think you both have a little bit more of transformational, like, internal work, but anyway. Hold on, I just want to see what angel is over you guys right now. Oh. The Akashic Records. Raguels. I can't say their names. Balance, peace, meditation, according to plan. There's something coming. Divine order, sacred knowledge, research. I bring balance, order, and justice to, and who desires to follow Creator's plan for their lives. Aquamarine. In 2 weeks, more information gain. Number 17, that could be important. Yeah, I don't think it's right now, maybe in a couple weeks. Guardian of divine light, clearing, healing light, aids light workers, spiritual insight, patron of the arts and science. I hold the mirror of the soul to help you see how to come into alignment with your true inner self. You're both going through this. Labradorite, instantaneous, kind of, you're both going through that now, but changes are occurring. 45. And last one, Azrael, angel of everlasting life, number 18. Well, you guys have been bound to each other from the start of time. Aids transition, acceptance, crossing over, comforter, transformation of emotional pain, which you are both going through. During transition, separation and loss, I give comfort, and especially masculines. This is definitely a masculine card. Support. I also help you contact loved ones who have passed. Calcite, maybe you've been going through some pain or a passing from over a year ago. I want one more for that. I can't say it. Angel of willpower and new beginnings, definitely from the theme of the masculines. Motivation, ambition, a new start. Aspiration, new project, attaining goals. I infuse you with creative passion and energy to start and successfully complete new projects. Amazonianite, today's the day. Success, very nice. A number 47. And then Archangel Michael gives over both of you, and I brought Archangel Michael up for the masculines. You're finally learning to be ahead of your tower. You're not waiting for him to come in and remove those things. I don't want to get tarot. I'm not going to do it. I think you guys, this is, especially feminines, you're about just coming into acceptance and believing you're on this journey, person or not. Like, watch the whole thing. I am going to get you couple of these beautiful twin flame oracle of just energy that you both need to focus on to clear, and neither of you need to know what's coming next. It's just trust in the divine. Patterns, number 7. I want to let down my guard with you, but fears make me lash out in self-defense, and that's what they're transitioning through right now. And maybe this collective is what mission. True divines, you have a divine purpose, a divine mission. Otherwise, you're not a divine. Plain and simple. I see you working to create change, and I'm proud of what you are accomplishing. I want to work on this mission with you. 7-7. Trust your intuition, not your overthinking. I long for your kisses and your touch. I think that's both of you. Have positive thoughts of one another, not fearful thoughts of one another right now. Or even just try and focus on yourself, even better. Another mission card. And you got 10 again. So timing and intentions. The planets are activating us to heal. And we said before, like 5 planets in retrograde, right? crazy time universally, especially for divines, us to heal and bringing us closer together. Surrender brings us closer to change. That's what I said before. Instead of, if you do have a passing thought, especially feminines, it's not denial. Release it with love and acceptance. Watch the whole thing. But I do think you both just need to focus on your path right now, your mission. Focus on the things you can control. I'm beginning to focus on my mission, and our connection is a part of that. So at least your masculines have, I didn't know who to speak to then because I've been speaking it as, anyway, watch the whole thing. There's an activation. It's your first step of knowing. Last one. 2, 3. Another 10. You've got 10, 10, 10 here. This card's about growth. I'm going through physical, emotional ascension symptoms, both of you. I need space to rest, but from a higher perspective, I'm releasing all my old energy. 100% masculine energy, but also feminine energy. Another 10! You've got 4 10s. What the... patterns. I'm afraid you're going to, don't even think about that. Surface level. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you. Ugh. Just, I said for both of you, you just need to, if you're truly meant for each other, you will not pass each other by. Number 4, your children or inner child wounding, and that's a huge theme for feminines right now. Need to come first, the clearing, the healing. Trust that they are all part of our plan. Alternate inner child comes first. I want one more. I can't believe you got 4 10s. You're both going through a 10-10 moment. Both of you, which is beautiful. Last one, 2, duality. My heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. For both of you, mirroring. All right. That was beautiful. Like I said, if that didn't resonate, I will have another collective on YouTube of divine masculine, divine feminine. Don't make it fit. I will probably upload this over there as well. TikTok's funny. Some people, my videos play all the way through. Other people... Oh my God, you got the thread. Oh, trust in your red thread. And you got my special star. This never comes out. This is my star with the beautiful eye on it. Wish is coming true. Shooting star you could have seen. Could be an Aquarius. They could be... The cosmos are watching over you. Ancient Egypt with the lapis lazuli too. Them my ancient Egypt signs. I have Ra, I have Horus. Good luck, protection. You could really be into Egyptian mythology. Maybe you just bought a lapis lazuli. So we've got J, W, V, V, and love heart. Nice. Fiery climax approaches. I believe that for this collective. You don't need a timing though. You just need to surrender. You're both getting signs. So you're both seeing the signs of the world. And feather, you could have just found 1 or 2 beautiful feathers, but I'm seeing that as you both getting signs. Both of you and your... Look at all the double charms. It's nice. Your heart, I don't see it as a black heart. I see it as the colour. It's protected and you're clean slate. Flowers, you could have a beautiful memory with flowers, or you could dry flowers, or I dry all my flowers. Or your name could be Daisy. Luck is on your side. Your perseverance will pay off. The silver elephant and then a little bit of sage. I do believe this collective the right click because I had that deviation. You cleansed out your home. Okay. Birthdays, angel numbers. 19th of the 4th, 19th of April, 14th of the 4th, 144. 11th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 11th. 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. 15th of the 1st, 4th of the 1st, 1st of the 4th. Again, 4, 3, 2, or 234. You'll be watching this at 234. Second of the third, third of the second. All right, my loves, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day.